everybody, and welcome back to the MindCatcher's channel. Today I'm going to be doing a neutral look, something that I think that everybody can benefit from. Just going out, hanging out, you know, you don't want to be overdone. So today I'm going to be using the Chocolates palette from Profusion. You guys know their palettes are like in everywhere, like Target, Ross. I've seen them in a lot of different places. They're only about $7 to $12, so very affordable. And this will not be my only look. I'm going to try to create a few looks with this palette. But let me show you the shades inside. So I'm going to be doing several looks with the Chocolates palette because it looks gorgeous. I've only swatched a few shades on my own. I didn't do it on social media or anything, but I was very excited about it actually. So I'm finally getting a chance to sit down with it, and I'm going to do something neutral for my first look. So I'm going to be starting off with the e.l.f. eyeshadow primer. And I use e.l.f. a lot. I love their primer. It's only $2, $1 depending on where you're going. And it works very well. I'm also going to be putting on a base because when I use earthy tones, I'm dark skinned, and you know the browns kind of get lost on my lids. You won't even see them if I don't, you know, like mute out my lids. So another reason why I put on a base is because my lids are oily, and I find that putting on a primer and then a base usually keeps my eyeshadows on until I take them off. I can go to sleep and wake up and still have on eyeshadow. So if you're a person that has eyeshadow that wears off pretty quickly, try it out. Put on primer and a base and just see. As I am a person with hooded eyelids, my natural crease stops right there. You'll see a little line on my eye that stops right there. So I always go above that. It's just a little above it so that I can pretend to have more lid space. I do have a lot of space up here, but if I really go by my natural crease, the shadows would stop there and you would never see them. When I open up my eyes, they'd be gone. So I always go above it. And one of my favorite transition colors is the Oktoberfest from Coastal Scents. And in this palette, I don't see anything close to that. So I'm still gonna use the Oktoberfest. It's just a little bit more orangey, and I like that shade of brown, so I'm gonna still use that as a transition color. I'm using a Coastal Scents blending brush to apply it. And as you can see, I went well above my natural crease. There's a shade in the palette called Likeable, and I think that'll be a nice brow bone highlight, so I'm going to use that. Alright, so I'm applying it right here in the highest point of my brow. This is also a matte shade. And usually after I apply my brow bone, I still go back over a little bit with my transition color, trying to blend the two. Alright guys, there is a shade in the palette called Roots. And it does have a little shimmer to it, but it's a dull shimmer. It's not very shiny. And it's nice and neutral. I'm going to use that as a lid shade. Now, you know, if you want to intensify this shade, you could wet your brush a bit and make it more blingy. But I like it nice and subtle. We're doing the same for the other eye. We're just going to play up our lashes. I'm using the CoverGirl amplifier. This is like a primer for your lashes. So we're going to apply that. It's going to make the lashes white first. And then you're going to go over it with the CoverGirl mascara. I'm going to apply some mascara to the top lashes right now. I'm going to leave the bottoms for a while I put on my foundation and everything. But I'm using the Flourish Lash Blast from CoverGirl. And I just wanted to mention that CoverGirl went completely cruelty-free the other day. So that is big news in makeup. Very proud of them for that. And I know all of my animal lovers out there will be happy to know that. I do see a big difference in using the primer and the mascara together. So for those ladies out there who don't wear falsies, this is an alternative. All right, I picked up these lashes the other day. They're from Kiss, and they are the KPEM13. And they had it for half off. I don't know. I guess a lot of people don't like this style of lash, so I said I'd give it a try. The actual pack is usually $10. I got it for like $4.99, something like that. That's what they look like inside. You see they're flared more on the outside and then are on the inside of the lid. And I'm also liking this lash adhesive also from Kiss. It's the Super Stronghold eyelash adhesive in black. I love this stuff. Your lashes will not move. Guys, this is how the lashes look on my eyes. Beautiful. They really look nice on my eyes. So if you have an eye shape like mine and you have little eyes and you know you're not into the real thick, big lashes, those are good. All right, I'm going to be using the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation today. I absolutely love this foundation. It is definitely in my top foundations, and that video will be coming up very shortly. So check that out. You have to. I don't care if you have oily skin. You have to prep your skin before you put this foundation on because it is it is very mattifying. I'm gonna put a comment here on the screen that one of my subscribers left, and I told her I would share her comment because she has dry skin. I have combination, more towards the oily side, but I have combination skin, and I really didn't know how this would fare on drier skin people. I knew from my own experience that it was something that drier skin people probably would be like, But she says that she has tried it and she loves it, but she has to use some measures in order to make it work for her. So I'm gonna leave her comment there. So I prep my skin with my Lubriderm lotion. I've been using that a lot lately, especially when I'm putting on makeup. And I'm using the CoverGirl Skin Primer. This one is the Pore Minimizing Primer, and it's very like silky on the skin. It's not mattifying at all, and that's why it works best with this foundation, because if I put this on by itself, ooh, or if I put this on with a mattifying primer like I did the very first time I tried it out, it was like, whoa, it really sucked my face. I was like, what in the world? But I've learned how to work with it and I like it. I'm also using a blender I've never used before. This is from the company Juno and Co. That's the bag it comes in, and it's a microfiber velvet sponge. Very, very strange feeling. They said that you can use it wet or dry. So I'm testing it out. It was some people who saw my Instagram post and said, once you try it, you are going to love it. Somebody else wrote that they bought like 100 of these things. They can't be without it. So I'm going to see. I can say that it is very soft. I did dampen mine. It's very soft. And it kind of feels like bristles of a brush. It is kind of brushing the skin as I go. And let me ask you guys a question. This is a good question. I just moved that little curl out of my face because I felt like a lot of people probably were aggravated seeing that curl hanging in my face while I was trying to put on makeup. But my husband told me a while back I need to stop doing my makeup on film with my bonnet on. He says, you know, you need to do your hair before you put on the makeup. You have on that bonnet. It just looks so tacky whatever. I want to know from you guys, does it really matter if beauty influencers wear like a bonnet in the video while they're putting on the makeup and then they take it off at the end? Does it bother you? Do you like to see the hair already pretty? Do you do your makeup with your hair already done, or do you have on a bonnet at home? All right, ladies and gentlemen, how do you like the look of the microfiber velvet sponge? I think it did pretty good. Looks like it blended out things pretty good. I think so. I'm gonna have to get in a little closer around my eyebrows. I'm gonna be using this highlight pencil from Avon. Well, this is a transforming contour stick, and this is in the shade Deep. So you have a deep side on this side and then the lighter side. So I'm gonna use the other side of this blender here. And I think I like this blender more with liquid products, not stick, because it's not really blending in as much as I'd like to. Let me wet it a little bit more and I'll see. No, guys, I really think I like this blender more with liquid products. I don't like it with stick products. That was a little hard to blend in. So just gonna add a little bit of contour. This is, who is this? This is Urban Decay's concealer. This one is in Extra Deep. And we're gonna dip into Sacha Cosmetics Matte Brown just a tiny bit and go over those areas. All right, next, guys, I'm going to do my bottom lash line. We're just gonna put some mascara down there. I'm using Oh My How High Butter London Mascara. Since the foundation is so mattifying, I don't put on any powder. I'm gonna lightly put a little bit of the Laura Mercier Medium Deep. I'm gonna put that just around my eye area. All right, for blush today, I'm going to be using MAC's Raisin. I believe that's what that one is. If I'm mistaken, I'll definitely put it down below, but I believe that one is Raisin. And for the highlight, we're going to go into Black Up Cosmetics Contour Powder Kit. This is a number 4. And they have a highlight shade right here. And I go back into my blush just a little bit. I didn't tap into the blush, but I'm going back to that brush and kind of blending the highlight and the blush together. All right, guys, I went to my local beauty supply store and I was in the Palladio area. That's the name of the company. I really haven't owned, I don't think I ever owned anything from them. Maybe one item, and that was a long time ago. But I was over there and I was looking in the lip area, and they had some nice retractable lip pencils, and I'm always attracted to browns. And they are so creamy and nice. This one is in the shade Coffee. So I'm going to use that. And anything I don't have to continuously sharpen, I love that. And I'm going to apply the Palladio lipstick. This is in the shade Nude. It's not a matte shade at all. This has more of a sheen to it, like a, I guess you might call it a shimmer shade. There it is right there. And that is it. So let's spray our face with, this is the Urban Decay Chill Setting Spray. But there will be a lot more looks using this palette. I think it's a very nice palette. I was not disappointed with the Sienna's palette from Profusion. So I know this one is going to be nice. I hear good things about it on social media. The microfiber blender here, I'm liking it more for liquid products and not for like sticks or like thick creams. I like it more for liquid, and we're gonna see. I think it blended out the foundation very well, and that is it. So I hope you guys are loving the neutralish look, and you'll stay tuned for more looks using the chocolate palette. And I am going to put up my top 5 foundations very, very soon. So be sure to come back for that video. I will talk to you in the next one. Cyber kisses. Bye.